Hey, what's up, guys? It's K West here with.
Kevin, aka K1, aka your girlfriend's favorite, aka champion of 2016, aka Sent Poppy. What's good?
So, we just got done with Street Fighter 4, top of the food chain. How'd you do?
I did okay for a game that I've not been playing. I've played the beta of 5 all weekend. I love 4. 4 is not a bad game at all, but I'm ready to migrate to Street Fighter 5. I got a taste of excellence, and I feel like it's a game that my energies and my style will be most complemented in, so I'm already ready to make the transition. But it was great. A great tournament for Street Fighter 4, seeing all my close friends in the Sova community, hanging out, the last hurrah of the game, got to do some commentary, so it was great. It was fun.
Very nice, very nice. Glad you had fun out here. You had mentioned a little bit about Street Fighter 5. You played the beta a lot, and you said it actually complements your style. What's normally your style then?
My style, I cut my teeth in this game on HD Remix for Street Fighter. So very fundamentally sound. I like footsies. I like solid anti-airs. I like big punishes. Street Fighter 5 so far has showed me a lot of that. And I think that in this game of Street Fighter 4, I made M.Bison, and I was playing more of an honest style with Rushdown, but I think that taking that to the next level, when people act silly against me, now I will be able to show them the difference in my level and their level a lot clearer, so there'll be less of this, oh, K1, he's kind of good. No. I think this is a year that I'm out to get what's rightfully owed to me. I didn't take Street Fighter 4 seriously a lot of times, but I'm very invigorated.
So you just want to press big buttons, do big damage, and beat some scrubs up. Pretty much is what it comes down to, right?
Exactly. I like games that there's a very solid understanding, and when you have that understanding, if you think that you're going to try to use the system to get out, it's unfortunate that 4 had a lot of things it built in that if you didn't play certain characters, option selects would kill you, backdash, focus, all kinds of stuff. So let's simplify the pod. Like the phrase they use, easy to understand, difficult to master. So that's what I think playing me will be like. Difficult to beat me, but easy to understand what I'm doing.
So you said you started with HD Remix. Was that the first pretty much almost like eSports game you played, or FGC game? Or what got you into eSports in general then?
Yeah, well, let's talk into it. So as far as video games, my video game experience is actually Halo.
Oh.
Halo 2, Halo 3, I was a savage. Beat a lot of people that were in the FGC, like Rai, who thought I was weak. They got bodied, scraped up, zipped them up. And then going into fighting games, I worked at the store, a convenience store. One of the co-workers there was a mixed martial artist. So I'm actually a huge martial artist fan, kung fu movies galore. But I was really serious trying to get into mixed martial arts, fighting people for real. So we were doing that, but he actually loved Street Fighter. And he taught me Street Fighter. Mr. 720, Andre Cabrero, shout outs to the legend, if he ever sees anything anymore. But yeah, so he taught me a lot of things about the game as a fundamental level, taking me in. He played Zangief, Savage Zangief in Alpha 2. And really, from that understanding, a bunch of my friends started playing at the same time. So since we're all playing Super Turbo, we kind of got the understanding that footsies are important, spacing, using moves to move without hitting people. So that's kind of how I built the game, and then of course 4 came out right after, and we were already full momentum.
What are you most excited about for esports? Now that we're starting to get bigger and pot bonuses are starting to get bigger. For example, here at top of the food chain, pot bonus is pretty big actually. So what's the most exciting thing for you?
Well, I'm going to be frank with you. The reason why I didn't take the game very seriously is because it wasn't enough for me to invest time, because there was not enough money. I have a pretty decent job, so it was like, well, this is a great hobby. But when I was playing seriously, because I didn't have a serious job and I liked the extra side money, I was one of the best players in the area. I've upset some good players at big tournaments before, so I understand the level I can play to. But I didn't have the motivations necessary because I play to have fun first. But winning is always a great sidestep. And
that is number one.
So when going and playing other games like League of Legends, I went to the NA LCS finals last year.
Oh, nice.
Seeing big money, big games. I think that going forward, the FGC is on the cusp. I love to see not only Capcom, but Microsoft backing Killer Instinct and a bunch of games I don't even play. Mortal Kombat's about to go to the CW. All kinds of crazy stuff's happening. So I think if you do love fighting games and you think you're good enough, come out, play Street Fighter 5, lose to me, and then go back to your day job.
So I think one of the biggest things that separates like FGC from League, for example, is FGC is one-on-one. There's no team. There's no one else to fall back on. You can't be like, oh, Faker like fed this game. Well, Marin's over here up top just destroying people. So is that normally what got you into FGC versus League? Because I said, like you said, you played League.
Well, League is a secondary game. Okay. You know, I like it because a bunch of my friends, my brother, they all play League of Legends together. So it's okay to play it. And since 4 was kind of on the downward spiral for me anyways, and I wasn't taking it as seriously over the last couple of years, that it's cool to transition into League. I had some fire left in 4. I mean, I've been coming out regularly more recently and did well when I was coming out. But again, the same thing happened. I want to make money and other things were going on. So I didn't have the drive and ambition. But in the absence, you know, I like to see a bunch of people that are popping off, they're talking. When people talk, I get excited. So I want to come out and set the tone from day one that it's not going to be free out here in Sova, and then we go to other places. You're going to see me at a lot of different places. I'll just put it like that.
Is there one specific esports player that you look up to or is a role model or you just like in general?
As far as esports players, I like people who I think are original to themselves and unique. If I were to talk about League, I like Double Lift a lot. People think he's like an anti-hero, but I think he's just being genuine. If you're being a genuine person, I definitely mess with you. For fighting games, Justin Wong, he's not very, I would say not very charismatic, but because he's himself, he's very good and he has fun. I think he's really happy with his life right now. I can see that in him when he does streams and stuff. I respect that. So I would say those two. So
Sova's been kind of under the radar for a lot of people. What do you think the state of Sova will be with the oncoming Street Fighter V? Pretty much the oncoming Street Fighter V wave.
Okay, so you're right. There's going to be a wave of an influx. I think that it's most important for any scene to cut the fat off as early as possible. So when I say that, there's going to be certain players that will automatically gravitate to wanting to get better. Perfect example is Princess Slim. He was getting bopped a lot in Street Fighter, but he took the losses and he asked questions. K1, what I'm doing wrong? What I need to get better? He would annoy me, 2 in the morning. But I'm the type of guy that if you ask me, fool me the same way, we're willing to help the scene. So if you come forward and you bring the fire first, you know, I can't give you the hunger. You have to come to me starving and I will give you a French fry. I will give you a morsel. You can run with that, right? So I think the most important thing is I want people to be hungry. And those 4 or 5 diamonds, if we can get them, I think we can push them. If we can get 5 people playing the level that I think we could play, amazing. I'd love to see some of the MK talent come over, some of the Smash talent come over, because in these other games, I see people that have an understanding of video games and can see I can do this to manipulate my opponent. What is he doing to me? They're thinking. I think that's one thing that you can't teach people.
Yeah, I think one of the more interesting things you said is you've seen a lot of talent in other games and you hope they come over. I've actually seen a couple people that have been really interested, even like Smash players where traditionally like the traditional FGC was like kind of hesitant on Smash for a little bit. But it's nice to see them super welcoming now, like, hey, come on over. We want to have you. We understand that how good you're playing now. Is there any words of advice you give to maybe a Smash player that's trying to come over?
Yeah, the transition is not even that incredibly difficult. But 2 of my best training partners, C-Dot and Kitsune King, are old school Melee players.
Oh, really?
Yes. We all came into playing Turbo kind of together, but they were already playing competitive games through Melee. And they're actually kind of nasty at Melee. So when they came over to 4, it only enhanced their Smash play. So I would tell Smash players that there are benefits of playing Street Fighter because they said tremendously their footsies and spacing improved by playing Street Fighter. And then bringing it back into Melee only enhanced that. Nice. So I definitely want everyone to play Street Fighter because of the simplicity, yet having a diverse mechanic in there, that there's a little bit of everything for everyone that they can learn. And I want to see someone shut me up first and foremost, because I'm going to talk a lot. You know, some people may like it, some may not like it, but you know, the play settles everything. So come out, play Street Fighter, learn, and get better. You only win or learn. You never lose.
Did you have any shout-outs or anything you wanted to give out?
Yes. First and foremost, I wanna shout out the Illuminati. You know, Wave Boys, we're here. We're here. I'm gonna throw on the belt real quick. You know, we're Wave Boys. We're in the building. You know, look for us to make a lot of noise. in 2016, all the way Familia, C-Dot, Mr. 720, Kitsune King. You know, we're going to get a lot of training in. I want to also give a big ups to everybody who's come out to events like Top of the Food Chain, and of course TGS, the home dojo. Big shout outs to Ray. I got a lot of love for Ray. I respect what he does for us. So I think that this year, Sova is in prime position to get on the map. We're already on the map. Princess Slim is getting us on the map. RBA, this is a direct message. This is a direct message to my brothers in Richmond. You can't claim Slim. You didn't teach him anything. He learned everything from fundamentals from down here. Okay? So hold that. Get your own players to get better. He's already the best player in your scene and our scene. Good luck.
Come on out. Come out to Sova. Try and beat K1. You're not going to. If you can't, he'll definitely give you some tips. He'll blow him up. Oh. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next time. See ya.